Howdy all, this is Texas Gaming Industries here, and welcome to episode 25, part 12 of my Let's Play of Transport Fever 2. In the previous episode, we expanded our railway from Standerton to the town of Mellow, as well as reconnecting to the logging camp, the lumber mill, as well as the grain farm and the bakery, to transport grain, logs, lumber, as well as breads and baked goods to our various customers on the map, and also transporting loads of lumber and steel to the machine factory here in Vernon, or however it's pronounced. Speaking of which, I gotta change this to Yard, because that is going to be the name of the station. And in this episode, we're gonna basically connect to this town to start transporting passengers there, and hopefully we'll be able to get started on delivering machines to the various people around the map, as well as delivering loads of, well, grain to this bakery to be processed into foodstuffs that the towns along our railway need. Let's see. Let's see. We could place down a station for the food somewhere around here, but that's going to be in the way of the road. Alright. I'm going to take this road out now. Place the station here. And actually reconnect the road here. There we go. Much better. Now all we need to do is just reconnect this track to the main line. Convert this into an embankment to save them costs. Connect here. Put a double slip switch. Put a non-one-way signal here. And just basically flatten the ground around here. Alright. Let's see. We'll be able to we'll basically double track this area because there's going to be 2 trains of baked goods that's going to leave this factory. We're going to go straight. We're going to basically build a tunnel under this. Here. Do that. And then reconnect the main line to the rest of the network. Alright. Now what we need to do is also place down one cargo station here in Komati Port to drop off food for the residents of this town. Thankfully, though, we could place it right smack dab here. We'll connect it to the main line like so. Move forward a bit, and then reconnect it here. We'll also need to set up a signals here for trains to enter that siding. With that taken care of, now we could set up some freight trains to deliver the baked goods. So this will be known as freight N1, which will be baked goods. I'll copy the text, change this color to blue, have a full load, and wait for 10 minutes. Do the same here with N2. Picking up loads of baked goods from the factory on track 2 and bringing it down to Komati Port on the other end of the map. It will have a full load, any of 10 minutes, in blue, of course. And now let's get some trains to pick up those loads of baked goods. we'll basically have a double header of the C1060s for this operation. We'll have a couple of these tankers, well, box vans, I meant to say, carry 420 units of baked goods. Put this on N1 and put this on an N2. Alright, now with those trains on their way, the factory will start producing the baked goods that's needed. And according to the map, we can start also delivering loads of baked goods into town as well, as there's a lot of residents here that want baked goods in their vicinity, along with fish, meat, as well as prospectors. Let's basically build a one platform and basically extend it out a bit so it could be ready to load up on some steam-powered traction engines for their delivery into Johannesburg. We'll connect the station here and drop it off here. This would be Truck Service C, and it will be carrying baked goods. And look at that! We got ourselves a brand new trolley, the Manx Electric Railway. The same trolleys that we had in the previous scenario. Which means now the trolleys down in the harbor town of Lucero Marquise can now basically be replaced. So we're going to replace the Haley trolleys with these, because they have a lot more passenger capacity. And for here, I'm going to replace these, electrify the trolley tracks here for the Haley trams. We'll select trolley services B1 and 2 and convert them to the Haley trams. Perfect. Now the town won't have to worry about those smoky trams running around their town anymore. The state passenger station is going splendidly. There's a lot of machinery and fish waiting to be picked up. Let's see. This train only has 7 units of fish? That doesn't seem to make any sense. It is delivering it to a large crowd here in Johannesburg. It should basically receive a larger order. Well, the factory for machinery is waiting for a load of steel. Well, lumber. And where is that train of lumber, by the way? Oh, it's already there at the logging camp, picking up its first load. As for the train of grain, my little 040 tender engine is picking up the load as we speak. A good amount of grain and a good amount of logs will produce a good amount of end products. And why is there fish? Why is there fish? I do not want to pick up fish here. I want to pick up food, baked goods, and drop them off. Fish is not even needed in Holystrom. Seems like one of the commodities delivered by the road vehicles has accidentally gone onto the train. Ugh. Let's see. Speaking of which, what about my export commodities? One train of coal is on its way down to the port, the train of gold is heading for the port, and a train of diamonds is heading for the port. We should be able to basically compete against the British this way, but I don't know why we are not having a high enough number. If there's is there something missing? I don't know. And the game is starting to lag again, so I'm afraid I'll have to resort to basically running it at times 2 speed. Well, times 4 speed, which is basically more realistic of the speeds. Because I find times 1 is basically like half of normal speed. Well, at least my train of steel is being loaded. That's a good sign. But jeez Louise, I need more commodities brought in. My train of logs is now on its way. And how much grain do we have? I think we'll basically just start off with the production of grain. Well, bread, baked products here at this factory here at the bakery just for now. Speaking of which, where is the second train? Oh, it was on its way to pick up supply stuff here. Thank God it's not picking up anything there. There's no... Fish is not even needed. It just needs machinery or cigars. Speaking of which, let's have a look at how much my company has basically grown. Whoa. Low value of nearly 600 million British pounds. Although my bank account is at 250 million, we did go up to 297 million at one point. Our HQ is at 24, still at level 2. I think it goes to level 3 if we get to like 30 points. I'm not so sure. Let's see. Oh, but the population is shrinking. Well, there is baked goods being produced here. I could deliver some by traction engine. It'll be a long trip. I guess I'll have to build a road for that. As much as I don't want to, it's the only way to make the delivery of bread products reach the town in a much more timely fashion. This also means I'll have to place down a new platform here at the bakery for another set of steam-powered traction engines to pick that up. Which means C1 is going to be the one delivering baked goods to Johannesburg. I'm going to copy the text, set up a new route, pick up loads there, and let's see. And drop them off here in Middelburg. This will be known as Truck Service C2. Same procedure, 10 minutes, a full load of any, and green. Let's see. We're gonna basically just use 10 of these, which will bring us about 200 units of baked goods. And, since with the arrival of our grain, now baked goods are starting to be produced. Our production is going up, our shipments are going to go up, and our transport is starting to go up. Because we have over 150 units of grain being produced, well, no, being processed into baked goods, and our grain farm is starting to reach level 1. So, 1 unit of grain makes 1 baked good item. Speaking of which... what the... Why is it picking up logs when it should be picking up lumber? swear to gosh. I'm gonna sell that train off, and I'm gonna restart it. Let's see. Class C. 2 of these. And 1 plank wagons to pick up the loads of lumber. I'll add the brake van and put it to work on the service. Alright, production and shipment has reached the 90s, but transport is still at 50. Although bread products have at least been transported to Petersburg, even though we have no connections there. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Baked fish at my baked goods station? Oh, no wonder some of the food is being put onto the rival trucking company. Ugh. I'm done with this competition. I want all the transport to myself. Let's see. Okay, transport has gone. Sorry about that. I had to do something really quick. But either way, our production at the sawmill is going up pretty well. Our logs are still being loaded as we speak. Coal is still being mined. Gold is still being mined. We have over 560 units here at this gold waiting to be picked up. Oh, transport is going down, despite the fact that we are transporting all of it to one singular port. Oh, our competition is starting to rise. I think all those commodities are starting to finally be used the crop being exported. Coal has now been brought in. Now all we just have to do is just wait for another load of diamonds, which has already been brought down. Let's see. Let's have a look at... Oh! 30 points. Let's see. Nope, still level 2. I think I have to reach 40 or something, I'm not so sure. No lumber train is making its way. Lumber is still waiting at the platform to be picked up. Let's see. It's not being unloaded on track 2, so the lumber can be picked up on track 1. Thankfully, the sawmill only needs 1 unit of logs to produce 1 unit of lumber. Speaking of which, at least some wagons have picked up loads of bread, as well as 1 load of fish, surprisingly enough. Despite the fact that I have 1 train that's supposed to pick up fish. I made sure to only pick up fish down at the harbor. Thankfully, over 221 units of fish are waiting at the platform, as well as some fish and machinery that's bound for Petersburg. Let me see. Speaking of which, there's only 1 ship traveling along to the Richards Bay export. So basically, we still have to wait until this entire thing is finished. So it's gonna take a little bit of a while. Furthermore, we cannot expand into this area to basically connect to a cigar factory, which could provide us a good boost of revenue. We have no access to cotton, which could help produce clothing, but it's required in this textile factory here in Durban. As for the railway itself, I think the railways finally have stopped working. Unless I'm missing something. Oh, it is still working. But the equipment looks really, really out of date. The level is starting to go up again. And our cut diamonds are going to be on their way up soon. Okay. What else? Well, E2 is waiting for a full load of meat to be picked up, which has finally arrived to pick it up. It sounds like an industry just went up. Somewhere. I think it might have been the grain farm or the logging camp. Nope, it had to be the grain farm or the... Yeah, it's the grain farm. But at least, however, it's producing a lot of grain that's needed to be picked up. And with its constant supply, it should basically reach level 1 soon enough. We still got a long way to go, I believe. Let's see, any more improvements that need to be made? Any new connections? Not at least for now. Though my equipment is starting to look a little out of date. Well, not out of date, they're starting to look old and rusty. So I'm just gonna basically give all of my equipment an overhaul and set it to high maintenance. So all the rust will be removed and all the equipment will have a fresh coat of paint. That way, my equipment will still look great. And besides, since we're making so much money, we can just keep it on entirely. So I believe, with all said and done, I think we've reached a good ending point for today's episode. So, if you enjoyed this episode of my Let's Play Transport Fever 2, please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to Texas Gaming Industries for new video uploads every Friday or Saturday, depending on my outside schedule. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye!